welcome back. My name is Rachel and I'm your Saturdays here on Escape. Today I will be telling you stuff Tumblr says. Now I know that Tumblr's not a person and everyone else has done certain types of people, but Tumblr says some really interesting stuff and people on Tumblr say some really interesting stuff, and some of it I don't understand it, and I just thought it would be an interesting video. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but me and my friend Georgia do this all the time. Like if we're bored, we'll just log on to Tumblr and then we'll go through quotes and make fun of them because some of them are really stupid and you just try and make them sound really dramatic and then they just end up sounding really stupid. So that's what I'm gonna do today. It might not be funny at all, but I'm gonna have fun doing it. Two possibilities exist. Either we are totally alone in the universe, or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. I'm so confused by this. We're not alone in the universe. Like, you're surrounded by people every single day of your life. Like, have you ever been outside your house? And why is it terrifying? Like, you have grown up your entire life surrounded by people. How is it terrifying? I'm being for real. I can't right now. My heart is pounding. Just letting you know that if your heart isn't beating, you've probably got a problem there. I wish I meant something to you. Well, why don't you tell them to their face instead of writing a stupid little note on a ripped up piece of paper and then posting it on Tumblr? I'm afraid of losing myself. You can't lose yourself. How do you lose yourself? It's not like your legs are just gonna go running off without your top half. Like, you can't just lose yourself. You spelt society wrong. Don't play with fire, kids. I offered you the world and you said no. Well, if someone offered me the world, I'd probably say no too, because I don't want to deal with that responsibility. Do you know how stuffed up this world is? I don't want to be in charge of that. That's not like a big deal. Like, I'm not ready for that sort of commitment. When a girl is silent, she's either overthinking, tired of waiting, falling apart, crying inside, or all of the above. Or she's eating, because if your mother taught you well, you know that you shouldn't talk with your mouth full. By the way, if you haven't noticed by now, the reason why I'm looking down is because my computer's down there, but I assume you already know that, hopefully. Loader. Oh my gosh, it's reasons like this why I love Tumblr. Like, take a look at this. I wish I woke up to that every morning. If you can touch her heart without touching her, then you can melt her heart just by saying her name. Well, just a little bit of advice for you. If you want this girl to be with you, I would recommend never ever saying her name, because you do not want her heart to melt, because if you didn't know, her heart is the thing keeping her alive. And I don't know about you, but I would rather be with someone who was alive. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who couldn't hear the music. Well, I'm sorry, but if I saw this happening, I would probably think they were slightly insane as well. I admit, I get jealous, but it's only because I care, and I don't want anyone else to find out how amazing you really are. My advice for you would be, like, find them, lock them in a box, and then feed them so they don't die. But then, like, no one else will ever find out how amazing they are, and they can't run away, so it's like a win-win situation. Your past mistakes are meant to guide you and not to define you. Forgive yourself. Stay strong and listen to your heart and soul. Well, I don't know about you, but my heart and soul don't really seem to say that much. Heart noises. Let's listen to what a heart sound is. My heart doesn't sound like that. What?
Obesity and a pericardial effusion. Finally, is a variable S1.
No, I want to know what an actual heart sounds like. Heartbeat sound. I'm sorry, Tumblr, but I don't think that's going to help me with my future. If anyone knows what your soul sounds like, please let me know. We try to hide our feelings, but we forgot that our eyes speak. What is with Tumblr and thinking that our body parts speak to us? Because just like my heart, my eyes don't speak, alright? Why fall in love when you could just fall off a cliff and have just as much fun? What? There's some parts of Tumblr that confuse me so much. A tongue has no bones, but it can still break a heart. Look at the deadly weapon. So I think that's enough quotes for today. I hope this was somewhat entertaining, and I hope you realize that this wasn't like a really serious video or anything like that. I personally love Tumblr and I find it really fun to look on there, and I get in those moods where I'm just like, I just need a quote that needs to relate to what I'm feeling right now. So I totally understand that these are like legitimate quotes, but sometimes it's fun to make fun of things. But if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I also have a main channel if you want to check that out. All of my links are in the description below, along with all of the other girls as well. But other than that, I will see you guys next week back here on Escape. Goodbye.